Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme. I'm John T. Messer.
And I'm Kylie Pentelow. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Attacks on police across Devon and Cornwall have increased by 20% in the last 12 months.
There were 760 attacks on officers, staff and PCSOs. That's 145 more than the year before. Just last month, a man was jailed for a racist attack, which left a police officer in Paignton with a broken leg. Nick Smith reports. A 3-year-old has died following a crash involving 2 cars in Totnes.
A silent protest was held at Yeovil District Hospital this morning over plans to transfer more than 300 support staff to a non-NHS company.
Exeter City Council has agreed to spend almost £1 million to maintain standards at the Pyramid Leisure Centre. The building.
A major Cornish venue has received over £2.5 million from the Heritage Lottery Fund. The Hall.
HMS Ocean has returned to Devonport from her final deployment a day earlier than planned because fog was forecast. The Royal Navy. Now, a group which aims to help isolated people and tackle loneliness in rural parts of the southwest has seen a rise in demand.
The Young at Heart Club meets 3 times a week and has expanded into Somerset and Devon this year. Despite starting with just 4 members, more than 3,000 people have now attended.
And the need is only increasing, with the most recent Age UK survey recording at least 74,000 lonely elderly people in our region. Our Somerset correspondent Ben McGrail has this report.
That was Glenys Patmore reading a poem about loneliness to our reporter Ben McGrail.
Now you're watching ITV News here in the West Country. Plenty more still to come on tonight's programme before 6:30, including... Before that, though, a 12-year-old boy from Saltash is part of a national choir that can never sing together in the same room.
Tom Skeldon and the other singers all have cystic fibrosis, which means they can't perform alongside each other due to the risks of cross-infection. Grace Pascoe has the story.
Now, the value of Bitcoin has soared since it was invented less than a decade ago. What's Bitcoin, I hear you say? Well, it's a virtual currency and is becoming more widely used. It's now accepted at a pub in Exeter, a computer repair company in Tiverton, and even a pet shop in Redroof.
But people thinking of buying Bitcoins, I'm not, are being warned it's a bubble that could burst and cause them to lose their money. To tell us more about what exactly a virtual currency is, here's Kevin Ashford.
Now, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details.
Now, for the first time in England, a pod of dolphins has made a permanent home off the southwest coast.
The bottleneck. I thought that the dolphins were going to before then. Gorgeous creatures, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, Devon and Cornwall police are warning people not to call 999 unnecessarily this Christmas.
Yes, they have released recordings of some of the stranger calls they've received, including a man who's missed his bus, a woman who can't roll down her car windows, and this man. You couldn't make it up, could you? And I meant to say missed his bus, obviously.
Glad we cleared that.
You can hear more from that call and others online. The address there is itv.com/West Country.
OK, now on Monday, many of us will be tucking into our Christmas turkey, but the tradition is probably a little older than you think.
Yes, bones dug up in Exeter may be the remains of the first ever turkey dinner in England, dating all the way back to the 1500s. Bob Cruz has the story.
I'm sure they will. Bob Cruz reporting there. Although hopefully Christmas dinners have changed a little bit since then. And you might remember that on Friday we told you all about this offering. Slightly different, doesn't quite take your fancy. Can't understand why. Matt Price has caught up with world famous chef Michel Roux Jr. for some top tips for your Christmas dinner.
Good advice.
And we're going to continue with the festive theme because one Truro man has gone all out with his Christmas lights display.
Mark Verron has been putting up thousands of lights on his home for the past 12 years, and he does it all to raise money for the cancer charity Click Sargent. Well, our reporter Kathy Wardle is there for us tonight. Kathy, it is looking pretty festive behind you there.
Very authentic.
No
indeed.
chance of snow, though, here, Bob, is there?
No chance. It's extremely mild. But what I thought I'd do this evening is actually to bring you the picture on.
Bob, thanks very much indeed. Well, that's it from all of us this evening. I'll be back with the late news. That's at the usual time of 10:30 tonight.
Now, though, we'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. From all of us, have a lovely evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye.